Hello and welcome to Pub Darts. My name is Sam. You may know me on Instagram and TikTok as Juicy Darts. And this is now a new show to try something a bit different with your favourite athletes and your favourite celebrities. We're not going to do the traditional interviews. No, we're going to think a bit outside the box and get into the stuff you really want to know. And now, because this is the first episode, I really wanted to go big. And to go big, you've got to think big. And to think big, you've got to think of the world's strongest man 3 times over. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Stoltman.
Yes, hello, Sam boy.
Good
How
to
are
see
you?
you. How are you doing?
Very well. I mean, there's darts in front of me, so yeah, I used to be a professional dart player when I was younger. So you know, dart player, world's strongest man. I've got a catalogue of things that I'm very good at, and darts is one of them. So.
Well, today you officially become the world's strongest darts player.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to talk to me before we get going about your love of darts and where this has come from?
Yeah, darts. I mean, when I was younger, a few of my mates, I used to just do the dartboards. I used to just play, and yeah, darts. It was just one of the things you could just go in your house and just chuck darts. Very cheap sport to get into as well, and wasn't very good at hitting the board. I was very good at hitting glass doors and the walls, but not the dartboard. So yeah, I wasn't very good at aiming. But the thing is, I tried, and I've never had 180, but my highest score is 140.
Wait, you put the dartboard next to a glass wall?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's
Why?
when I look back at it, it wasn't a very good idea. But it was the only door in the house that I could put it on, and.
So, Tom, I know we spoke about we don't want it to be a boring interview, but I do have to ask you actually about Arnie's and Worlds coming up. How are you feeling physically?
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is the reason kind of why I'm in Manchester. I've got a new coach who's based in Leeds, so obviously 30 minutes from here. Aaron, and an unbelievable guy. You know, Arnold's has been one that I've always kind of wanted to win. I've improved every single year, but the thing that's kind of let me down right now is my deadlift. Mentally, my deadlift's been a massive kind of mental fog for me, and yeah, since having Aaron, it's changed. I pulled a big number today, something I've not pulled for a long time this far out from a competition. So yeah, I'm going into Arnold's 10 kilograms lighter, fitter, healthier, stronger, and then obviously, you know, then we look forward to the big one, which is to get that 4-time world's strongest man title and to cement my name as one of the greats of the sport. So.
People are talking about you possibly going into open bodybuilding. You've been talking to me about going into open bodybuilding. I mean, what's going on?
I mean, you guys can judge that for yourself, but yeah, I mean, it would be cool to do a wee charity show or something, but I would never ever want to. I mean, see, for me, the bodybuilding is the diet. Like, I enjoy burgers, I enjoy some sweeties, I enjoy that kind of stuff as well, but to have chicken and rice every single day, broccoli, not for me. Yeah.
So you brought us quite nicely onto our first bit. The top 5 strongest men in history. On the spot, who are they?
Mariusz Puszkanowski, I would say Big Z, Brian Shaw, Magnus von Magnussen, and it'll be between Sigmason and Bill Kazmaier, I think, for me. Yeah.
You're not in that list? Not yet?
Not yet. I think I need to win one more to get into that list. I think, you know, those names are like, some of them are obviously Puszkanowski's 5 times, Shaw 4 times. You know, Big Z's not won as much, but he's won countless of Arnolds and stuff. Sigmason, he's just an absolute legend of the sport. Everybody knew who he was. And yeah, Bill Kazmaier, I mean, he got banned from World Strongest Man, so he could have probably won 10 or 11. So yeah, once I win one more, I'll be in that list. But those 5 are my favourite to watch. And you know, when I look back at old clips of, like, you know, the Bill Kazmaiers, the Brian Shaws, they were the ones that I wanted to be like as well. So.
If you had to tag with someone in a bar fight against the other 4, who are you picking?
Bill Kazmaier. And I don't know if you've seen the clip of him with that sumo wrestling. He was, I think they said he was injured, and he just looked at the guy, and I was like, that guy pooped his pants, and he just looked at him and he won the fight. So yeah, Bill Kazmaier, if he looked at someone like that, he'll win it all. We'll win it all day long. So.
Not Maris though, and I know he's cage fighting now.
Yeah, I mean, I'd let Marius and Bill Kazmaier do that, and I'll take the easier ones. But yeah, Bill and Marius can have a stare off and see who wins. But I'd still be scared of Bill Kazmaier 100%.
Out of the current crop, who's the hardest?
She's the hardest. I actually think Alexei Novikov could be a dark horse. I mean, you know, the Eastern European, the Ukrainian, and it's, you know, they're known for, like, you've got U6. They're known, like, the smaller guys are tough. So I think Novikov would be a scary guy to go up against. If he was angry and, you know, speaking that Ukrainian, you're like, well, stay away from me.
They've got that hunger,
yeah,
haven't
exactly,
they? They've got that,
I mean, look at
born
Usyk,
fighting.
who's a small guy. It's like, yeah, let's stay away from me. So.
Yeah. In fact, what do you reckon is the biggest animal you could probably fight and win? Like, if you had to. I'm not saying, like, I'm not advocating animal violence, but, like, if you had to fight an animal.
Fight and win? I'd think, like, a hippopotamus, something that's slow.
Yeah, you're mental.
And sluggish.
No. You've got that so wrong.
You know why? Because I just climb on the back No, I'd say bear, but bears for me, so fast, so kind of. I want an animal that's slow, sluggish, like a strongman itself, slow and sluggish, and I don't know, maybe a turtle or something. Slow and sluggish.
Well, it's definitely like Mario Kart. For £1 billion, would you be dropped into any body of water once a day for a whole year for 30 seconds, but at any time? So you could be asleep and then you just dropped into the middle of the ocean, or you could be like, you could be sat right here and then you just dropped into like the Thames and you don't know where it is.
No, thank you.
Not for £1 billion?
No.
Not for £1 billion? No. £5 billion?
No. I'm petrified of cold water, like the water. The thing with me, right? See, if I hate going into like the sea and not being able to touch the bottom.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Like, if you're, like you said, if you're sleeping and get dropped immediately, I'd probably like die. Like,
imagine being like in the North Sea and
exactly.
like you don't know where you are, it's dark.
Exactly. Stuff the money. I don't need the money.
Not for £1 billion.
No.
I'd probably do it.
Imagine that. I was at World's Strongest Man, about to win World's Strongest Man and get thrown into the thing. I'm like,
you got the Atlas Stone in front of you.
But I don't won Worlds. It's like, So,
imagine holding the Atlas Stone. Like, that's just unfortunate then. Like.
So I think that so just drops and I just disappear. You're like, there you go. You're in the North Sea, but now.
Yeah, I mean, you've got more variables than I have. Like, I'm likely to be playing darts or walking the dog. Like, that's tough,
Yeah, but you'd still take $5 billion over that, yeah.
I'd probably take £5 at this stage. Over a packet of Watsits, I don't know. Like, you're obviously a massive Rangers fan, yeah, huge Rangers fan. I know we talked about the 5 goats in, Strongman. 5 best football derbies in the world.
Obviously the Old Firm.
Where does that rank though?
For me, being a Rangers fan, I think it's hard now because, like, if I'm talking from right now, I think it's maybe third or fourth. I think if you're talking for like 10, 15 years ago, it's the best rival in the world. I mean,
even passion. You reckon the passion's gone?
I think the passions of the fans are still there, but it's the kind of clubs and their things around it that stops it. Obviously, like Celtic not giving Rangers the fans, vice versa. I think that's losing it. But when that comes back, I think Rangers Celtic is the best rivalry in football, 100%. I think everybody talks about it, so I think that's number one. I think for passion and nutters, Galatasaray Fenerbahce, I have seen clips of them. I know people that have been involved in that, and holy crap, that's something that I would love to do. Like being in that buzz would be. I'm not talking about football, but I'm talking about
just
the passion.
Being there,
like
the
fireworks, the fire. I think that's what's UK's missing, is that kind of fan base. That would be unbelievable to be part of. Galatasaray, I think that would be like third. I think Newcastle Sunderland. I think that's up there as well.
Yeah. People don't appreciate like how much I hate each other.
I have, like, it's like, you go to like a Celtic part of Glasgow, you sing Rangers song. It's the same if you go to like different certain parts of like that. But anyway, Sunderland, Newcastle, Rangers, Celtic first. Galatasaray probably second. Newcastle, Sunderland third. And then fourth and fifth. This is when it's getting hard, eh?
I mean, you mentioned the El Clasico.
Yeah,
I've got a few in mind.
I think Real Madrid and Barcelona, I think more for the football and the history of it, more than the fans, the passion, because I think it's more...
It feels like the sexiest rivalry.
Yeah, sexiest. I think, you could talk about like Liverpool and Everton, obviously the Merseyside derby. You could talk the London derbies, but again...
They're a bit soulless.
If you're talking about fans, I think they're not the best.
I'd say Boca and River Plate.
Okay, yeah. So you're talking about proper.
I'm talking like pure needle. Yeah. Like, don't go unless you're up for a fight.
Yeah, psychopaths. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's psychopath behaviour football. Okay.
You mentioned at the start you've lost a bit of weight.
Yeah.
You're a curry guy?
No.
You're not a curry guy?
No, not a curry guy. No.
Oh no. What's your go-to takeaway?
I mean, if you're talking about curry, I can do chicken kormas.
Yeah. Oh God, you sound like McIntyre. Yeah. He's gonna hate me for saying that. You sound like Drew McIntyre.
So my go-to takeaway is just a nice greasy burger.
I can't handle this, man. You're what? How much are you? What? 180 kilos.
Yeah.
And you can only handle a korma.
Yep, chicken korma.
This whole thing's done.
Chicken korma, pita bread, vegetable rice, chips. Eh?
This whole thing's done. Not Madras.
Yeah, how can you? I don't know how you can enjoy eating spicy food and just having that pain.
Because you've got to earn it.
Food's meant to be enjoyable, it's after a hard day at work, you get a nice big juicy triple burger, cheese, chips with cheese, and you just eat it, and then afterwards you feel fat for a few hours.
How many double cheeseburgers from McDonald's, other places do double cheeseburgers? How many do you reckon you could eat in 10 minutes?
I've done 32 Happy Meals,
What, in 10 minutes?
No, and I don't know where I was. The day before I went to Iceland, I did this. It was on YouTube. It's like Happy Meals, chicken nuggets, milkshake. And then this is advice: do not do a food challenge like that and then go on a plane.
Yeah, it sucks.
The next day to Iceland.
That sucks. Man.
And the toilets did not fit me, so I had to hold everything in. As soon as I got off, the Happy Meal, double cheeseburger in 10 minutes. That might be a good food challenge. I think I'd give it a go. McDonald's is the GOAT for burgers, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, it's good.
I mean, double cheeseburgers, nice simple meals. I think I could do a lot. I think I could do a lot. Yeah. We should test a few of these two.
I feel like we should. If anything, it's just making me hungry.
I think I could do a lot. I mean, that Happy Meal
put a number on it. Over, under. What do you reckon? Over 20?
Over 30.
Over 30?
Over 30, yeah.
So that's how many burgers a minute?
Let's just say over 20 then, just to.
Right, if it was two burgers a minute, I mean, it's tough going, isn't it?
They're not that big, the McDonald's double burgers either. Like the double cheeseburger.
They're like almost like 2 biters, aren't they?
Yeah, so like, that's why the Happy Meal ones were so easy, because it's 1 bite down.
What would your tactic be? Like if we get into the nitty gritty, I want to know.
Squash it all up, make it as easy as I can.
Let's actually do something physical, because I'm making myself hungry.
Yeah.
So if you want to come with me, Tom. This is Pub Darts, and this is brought to you in partnership with my friends at Target Darts, but more on them just shortly. Fancy game of 501?
Yeah, mate, if you want to get beat, then let's do it.
All right. So
it's just how far back they stand.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks.
Yeah, exactly. It looks a lot smaller now, doesn't it?
I played it from here. You know?
Yeah, you was basically placing them in, weren't you?
I mean, I've got a decent reach, so maybe, you know.
So, Tom, we can't let you play without darts. Okay. You know, I've already got enough of an advantage as it is.
That'd be a good
start. We'd like to give you these.
Oh, look at this. The world's strongest darts. Look at that there. Yeah, I've got my own darts. Everybody, this time next year, I'm going to be the world dart champion, right? Luke Litter and the rest of us. Target know the score.
The crack goes open.
That's cool, eh? Jeez, oh. My God, that's mental. Now you've got no chance.
Yeah, now I'm definitely losing.
Look at that. Jeez.
So those are yours. Limited edition. Will have never been made before, will never be made again.
Look at that. I better start playing darts, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez,
have a few warm-up throws. Have a few warm-up throws.
Okay.
I'm nervous now. Like, this is actually what I'm here for, you know, the darts part. It's a 26. That's an unbelievable start. This is for the moniker of world's strongest man.
Now we start. Okay?
Yeah, now he's nervous. Now he's like this.
It's a cute score, that one. And you can put your foot here, yeah?
Yeah, you can put your foot there. You can cheat a tiny bit.
And I'm gonna do it properly. Yeah.
Jesus, mate, you throw his hard, don't you?
That's what you're meant to do. You're making
Yeah. You know, don't aim. Just try and throw through the board. We had a bit of correspondence before we did this, and we was talking over the December Christmas period. Luke Littler, how insane is that kid?
Yeah, I mean,
and I call him a kid out of respect for he's 17 years old.
He's a kid. Most 17-year-olds are still in school and doing normal things, but like to have back-to-back world championships, I think. Yeah. You know, obviously, when you go to your first world championship, I think he was 16 when he went to his first one, was he?
He went to the final at 16 and he lost to Luke.
Obviously Luke Humphries, but there was no pressure on him there. Like, I mean, you could see that occasion. It's a massive occasion to be, and he kind of learned from that, came back, and I think to do double, to back it up and get to the final, but then to go one step further and to beat MVG the way he did. It was 7-3, wasn't it?
It was scary, man.
I mean, and he didn't even, like, you know, with the tournament as well, he was getting better and better and better, and MVG couldn't handle him. And when you let Luke go so far ahead, you're not touching him. And he's so intelligent, he's got a mature head on him. He does things that no other dart players do. He always goes for that double 10. He loves the double 10. He, you know, people are like if there's a checkout for 2 darts, he'll take 3 darts and always make sure. And it's unbelievable to see that a 17-year-old can, I mean, dominate darts right now. Put more. It's good before, you know, darts, because there's putting so many more eyes on it now as well. So.
And you'll know this better than me. I'll throw and talk. But he went into this. Hang on a minute. These are coming out quite well. 2 seconds. He went into this with the weight of a world, weight of a darting world on his shoulders. How impressive is that mentally to do what he did?
Yeah,
well, like the pressure aspect.
No, 100%. I think like MVG as well has been in those positions before, and he's been in more than Luke Litter. And yeah, to do what he did, to win the biggest title in darts at 17 years old is unbelievable. And like you said, you have to have the mental. You have to have that mental side of things as well. You know, like you've got the whole world watching you. He was probably backed as the favourite as soon as Luke Humphries got knocked out, and yeah, to be the favourite that early as well, and to then imagine walking into the final against MVG knowing you're a favourite at 17-year-olds. You know how scary that would be to walk down there.
I can't imagine it. I get nervous playing in the pub.
Yeah, so to think that, you know, it's. Oh.
How do you handle the nerves? Or do you even get nervous?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you don't get nervous at the sport you love, you don't love it enough. I think, you know, like for me, it's the nervous for me is when before I go up to that first event, you know, it's the crowd. When you see the name, you're seeing the crowd, you're seeing everyone right. A few deep breaths or some butterflies, but then as soon as that first event goes, you're fine. But it's like settling the nerves. But I don't think if you're strongman, darts, football, if you're not getting nervous,
you're not doing it. You're not doing it right.
Like, there's no way in hell that anybody says I'm not nervous when you're chucking for the world title or you're lifting for the world title. Right, let's get that together.
Come on, let's get going. Oh my God.
Reset. Oh, sugar. Sugar. That was just a put off. I got put off.
I thought they make it look so easy, don't they?
How they can hit like a triple nearly every shot.
I know, it's insane.
On this fella,
like, it really winds me up when people say this isn't a sport.
Yeah.
Like, this is a sport. This is hard.
There we go.
There's been a lot of talk recently, Tom, about darts being brought. Oh God, what am I doing here?
You just
Look at this.
Do you want a glass of water? Come back, lick your fingers.
I don't need this either because normally, normally in a pub I'd say something by now, but what did I say to him?
One dart to beat 5. Oh, he's hit the treble. Oh, he's not.
Go on! Look at that, eh?
Whoosh!
So I was saying, they want to start bringing darts into school to learn, help kids with arithmetic. You've been very open about autism and how how you battled with it coming through as a kid. Would this have helped make learning a bit more bearable for yourself?
100%. It's fun. Like you said, I think especially like mathematics, English, you learn. You want to learn when it's fun. So when I went to the gym, I failed maths, but when I went to the gym, I was so interested in adding up the weights, obsessed with like doing 140, 150, 160, that I learnt maths, lifting weights. So yeah, kids 100%. I think that's why you look at Luke Litter. He's a 17-year-old. He's still, he's still a kid, and
it's insane.
A genius in maths. He's like bang, bang, bang. But yeah, I think if kids had stuff like this or anything fun, yeah, it wouldn't be maths to them. It would just be throwing darts and you're just adding up numbers, and that's the easiest way and best way. I think looking at textbooks and going, how many apples does this guy have? How many apples? That's not interesting, you know.
It doesn't help, but I can just hear you chuckling and like heavy breathing behind me.
I've had the highest score in this.
Yeah, you're actually winning. This is a shoot. You're actually winning as well.
Might go right-handed.
46 scored.
Why is it always going right? Stay in the 20s. I'm leaving tops. That's what.
No, you've already gone past tops. You've got 24 left.
That's fine. I'm leaving double 10. I'm doing a Luke Litter there.
Wait, so you're going to hit 4 double 10, all right? Instead of going for double 12 like a sane person.
Watch this, right?
All right, okay. You go your own way.
Let's just do that. Luke Litter's getting it now.
You go your own way.
I'm going to lift that.
So you've got 24 left. 4. Oh my God, he's doing it.
Look at that, Luke Litter. See, it works. I told you. You don't follow. In darts, you don't follow the sheep. You do your own things, and that's why people don't like stuff. People like us. So yeah. Oh, that was so good. That's a left-handed player. Look at that. Two perfect darts. They're right in there as well.
Bearing in mind, you had a scoring visit of 0 during that as well. I mean, you've gone, I'm just going to go my own way.
It works. That's what I'm saying. Luke Litter does stuff like that, didn't he?
But you're not Luke Litter.
I've
seen you throwing him off the board.
Yeah, but I win when it matters.
You've killed the show gimmick already. Like, I don't know where the show goes from here. So, there's a lot of things we need to really consider now. Wow. Yeah, I
was pretty impressed with that myself. Like,
it's really good, wasn't it? All right, well, in that case, we'll call it there. Tom, thank you for being my first guest.
Yeah, man, thank you very much for having me. Yeah.
Really appreciate you, man. So first of all, I want to say a big thank you for Target for helping me put this on. Couldn't do it without them. Thank you for the Trafford Social Club. If you're in the area, This board is going to be staying up. We're going to supply him with a few more target boards. So it's going to be the best throw in and around Stretford. So once again, thank you so much, and I will see you soon.
The world's strongest man blessed the target board with a 24 checkout, the loot letter away.